Hello, everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, an officer involved shooting in Skowhegan is now under investigation. We'll have more details coming up.
Plus, Bangor area warming shelters are in need of supplies through this relentless stretch of cold temperatures.
And we'll also take a look at the Super Bowl game recap and highlights from the big game last night.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Janessa Bishop.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday morning. Imagine there's going to be a lot of sleepy people today.
I would imagine,
after staying
yes.
up watching the big game last night. Just a few moments, we'll have some highlights and a quick recap of the game. Didn't go the way the Pats wanted, but boy, what a season they had.
They sure did.
Yeah, we're going to start things off as we always do, though, with a check of that forecast.
It's pretty cold out again.
It is.
We'll turn things over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. On this Monday, we have some advisories posted. This right here is a gale warning up until 10 a.m. this morning along the coast. We also have a freezing spray advisory up. That's that little blue color right there. And also cold weather advisories that will drop later on this morning as well. Meanwhile, it's pretty quiet outside this morning. Not a whole lot going on. A little bit of cloud cover off the coast. And otherwise, that's about it as we do zoom things out at the moment. Most of the Northeast looking pretty quiet. So overall, a pretty nice day on the way with lots of sunshine. So definitely make sure to keep the sunglasses handy. You'll definitely want those today with lots of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, and that's about it. We'll be mostly clear tonight, today, and also tonight we'll have some gusty winds that we'll need to keep an eye and ear out on, I guess you could say. But lower 20s today, mostly sunny and breezy with that northwest wind at around 25 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 3 degrees, mostly clear and breezy with that northwest wind at about 20 miles per hour. And then for tomorrow, 30 degrees, partly cloudy with a light and variable wind. Your hourly forecast moving forward, lots of sunshine today with temperatures warming up into the 20s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
Thank you, Devin. We'll see you a little later on. Well, it wasn't the ending New Englanders were hoping for this time around in the Super Bowl, but we begin this morning with some highlights from the big game.
ABC's Hannah Battah has more.
Overnight, the Seattle Seahawks dominating the New England Patriots to become Super Bowl champions.
The Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for the second time.
11 years after their narrow loss at the hands of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick's Patriots, the Seahawks denying New England a return to the winner's circle.
We believed in each other, we loved each other, and now we're world champions.
A defensive game from the start. Seattle scoring 3 field goals in the first half as their dark side defense held the Pats scoreless.
From 60. And he knocks it in.
The Patriots wouldn't get on the board until the fourth quarter when it looked like they might be sparking a comeback.
Touchdown, New England!
But any dream of a Brady-esque comeback was quickly dashed. The Seahawks picking off Patriots quarterback Drake May and running it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, it's hurt. No doubt. Definitely hurts. Just came up short. Didn't play our best, and that's what happens.
Running back Kenneth Walker III taking home the MVP honors, rushing 27 times for 135 yards.
We went through a lot of adversity this season, but we came together.
Kicker Jason Myers etched his name into Seahawks history, kicking a Super Bowl record 5 field goals during the game. And quarterback Sam Darnold became the first quarterback in NFL history to win a Super Bowl after playing for 5 or more teams.
It's been such a special journey with these guys. So much hard work that's been poured into this.
A historic night, too, for Bad Bunny, making history as the first Spanish-language halftime show performer. The 31-year-old transforming the field into a Puerto Rican neighborhood and surprising the audience with special guests Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
Pretty sad the way it ended, but think about Drake May. Was he only 23 years old?
Yeah, he's really young. So.
And this is his first year. Imagine what his career is going to bring.
It'll be great.
Yeah. All right, we got to move on to other news now. Authorities are investigating an officer-involved shooting in Skowhegan that proved to be deadly. According to the Skowhegan Police Department, just after 6:30 p.m. on Saturday night, police received a report about suspicious activity at a residence on Water Street that was not occupied because the caller said the resident had died earlier in the day.
Skowhegan police responded to the area and encountered a male and female walking away from the residence. Police say they issued commands for the two people to stop. They say the male subject, who was later identified as 30-year-old Kenneth Carlos Ortega of New York, refused to comply with commands and fired a gun in the air. Police say Ortega then allegedly pointed the gun in the direction of the officers. That's when authorities say Skowhegan police officer Benaya Wilhoit shot Ortega. Ortega was then transported to Reddington Fairview General Hospital, where police say he died from his injuries.
Officer Wilhoit will be placed on administrative leave, which is standard protocol when there's an officer-involved shooting. The Office of the Attorney General will be investigating the use of deadly force.
Authorities are investigating a fatal crash in the town of Surrey that occurred on Friday afternoon. According to Maine State Police, the crash happened on Blue Hill Road in Surrey. They say 47-year-old Mark Nevels of Brooksville was traveling northbound when authorities say he crossed the center line and struck two oncoming vehicles. Nevels sustained critical injuries and was pronounced dead at the scene. The operators of the other two vehicles were transported to a local hospital where they were treated and later released. State police say they do not yet know why Nevels crossed the center line, and the crash remains under investigation.
A family in Palmyra has been displaced after their home was destroyed in a fire Saturday night. According to St. Albans Fire Chief Paul Dowdy, crews responded to the home on Lang Hill Road in Palmyra shortly after 8 p.m. Saturday for reports of a building fire. Upon arrival, they found heavy fire showing from the first and second floors on the left side of the building. All the occupants had been evacuated by the time first responders got to the scene. According to Chief Dowdy, several crews from area towns also provided more manpower to combat the frigid temperatures and the limited water supply in the area. He says they worked hard to control the spread of the fire, but windy conditions exacerbated the flames, causing the house to become fully involved. The house is now considered a total loss. According to the St. Albans Fire Chief, 4 adults and 2 children were home at the time of the fire. He says 1 firefighter and 1 occupant were treated and released at a nearby hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. And now a GoFundMe has been set up to support the family. Community members are assisting with clothing donations. That information can also be found on our website. And the cause of the fire is under investigation.
Friday marked 500 days since then 13-year-old Stephanie Damrom was reported missing from her family's home in New Sweden. She has not been found, and there have been no credible sightings of Stephanie since her disappearance in September of 2024. Damrom reportedly ran away from home on September 23, 2024, walking into the woods near her home. Her parents reported her missing the following day. The FBI announced a $15,000 reward for any information that leads to Stephanie's return or the arrest of anyone involved in her disappearance. Volunteers are still searching, distributing flyers, and circulating information to help bring more attention to this case. They also write her letters under the Facebook page Letters to Stephanie as part of an effort to raise awareness and attempt to reach Stephanie herself. The administrators of that Facebook page shared a statement with us saying in part, quote, Stephanie had run away from home on multiple occasions prior to September 2024. She was living or surviving in conditions that no 13-year-old should be expected to endure. There are hard questions to be asked about whether meaningful intervention, support, or advocacy could have changed the outcome. Stephanie has a now adult half-sister who also ran away before the family relocated to remote northern Maine. These children were failed on multiple levels. As a state and as communities, we must do better. Their lives may depend on it. To Stephanie, you were not forgotten. People are still looking for you. People still care. There are helpers who want you safe and supported without judgment. To the people of Maine, please continue to share, to speak her name, and to stay engaged. Silence and time should never be allowed to erase a missing child, end quote. At the time of her disappearance, Damrom was 5 feet tall, had shoulder-length brown hair, and weighed around 130 pounds. She was last seen wearing blue jeans, a long-sleeve blue shirt, and black Harley-Davidson hiking boots. Those with information about Stephanie or her whereabouts are urged to contact the Maine State Holton Barracks. You may also contact the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI, your local FBI office, or submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov.
Well, meanwhile, the Maine CDC has reported the first case of measles in the state since 2019. That case was reported here in Penobscot County. It was reported on February 5th. The agency says it is an adult from Penobscot County who recently traveled to a state with measles cases.
The Maine CDC has notified facilities where potential exposure occurred and is working with the individual to inform potentially exposed individuals. Anyone who visited the locations on your screen during the times listed was potentially exposed to measles and should take precautions. You should watch for symptoms for 21 days after the exposure. Symptoms include fever, cough, runny nose, and a rash that spreads from the head down. The Maine CDC says contact your healthcare provider if you develop symptoms, but be sure to call before you actually go to a facility for care to help prevent the spread.
Well, winter has brought a period of consistent cold temperatures, and warming shelters are seeing a rising need for support. Maine has experienced a relentless stretch of freezing temperatures this winter, and warming shelters have been busy providing a safe space for folks to get out of the cold. Shelters such as the Brick Church in Bangor and the Together Place have seen an increase in people reaching out for support during the cold snap. And while the community has been widely supportive, staff says shelters are continually drained of resources.
The temperatures are dropping, and every time that happens, we see more people who need help. We have more folks who need support, resources for substance use, mental health.
Hartel says the Together Place has been filled to capacity every night since the past snowstorm.
It goes really fast when you're having 40 people here, staying overnight, and they're cold and it's winter, so they drink a lot of coffee and hot chocolate. We go through a lot of paper goods. Napkins is just another one of those things that is just we can't keep in stock.
Both organizations say they can always use more supplies. For more information on what supplies are needed, go to this story on our website, foxbangor.com.
Well, the time now is 6:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, February is American Heart Month. We'll learn all about the risk of cardiovascular disease and how to prevent it.
But first, another check of that forecast. Today will be a mostly sunny day. It will be breezy, too, with highs near 23 degrees. Mostly clear tonight, the lows in the single digits. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, highs near 30. We'll be right back.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America's asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all.
Get out there and see the USA. Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all Chevy Silverado 1500 models. Or get $5,350 in total value on this Chevy Silverado.
They've got the sharpest pencil in town. Have they just sit around that showroom figuring deals and whittling that old pencil down? They know that if you buy once, you're gonna be back. So instead of buying one, you're buying two, and that's a fact. They've got the sharpest pencil in town.
So come on down, neighbor. The coffee pot's on.
Contestants, start your engine.
For the first time ever, it's NASCAR Tournament Week only on Wheel of Fortune.
And we're shifting things into high gear.
It's tournament-style play as this week's top three winners race to Friday's championship.
But they won't spin alone.
They'll play alongside top NASCAR drivers Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Christopher Bell.
And you at home have the chance to win a VIP NASCAR experience.
Buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC 7.
Welcome back, everyone. Penobscot County Commissioners have secured a multi-million-dollar loan to prevent their budget from falling short. According to County Commissioner Chair Andre Cushing, Machias Savings Bank funded the county's tax anticipation note for $16 million. Cushing says the county had initially asked for $23 million, a $23 million loan, which was not funded due to the county audits being incomplete. 2023's audit has now been finished and the loan will be funded, we're told. This news comes at a time when Cushing says the county has faced financial hardship caused by underfunding from the state in regards to the county jail. Cushing explained to us on Friday that the loan is needed to bridge the gap between the county's leftover funds and state property taxes, which are typically received in November. The loan will then be paid back with the property tax money.
Well, in the U.S., the first Friday in February is known as Wear Red Day. Many celebrated the national campaign last Friday, which aims to raise awareness about heart disease in women throughout the month of February.
Our Alex Schley has the story.
The Heart Truth introduced the red dress as the national symbol for women and heart disease back in 2002. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, cardiovascular disease is still the leading cause of death for women in the United States.
Maine is no exception. So 25% of the deaths in Maine are due to cardiovascular disease.
The annual event encourages women to learn the signs, understand their risks, and start the conversation with their doctor. Healthcare professionals say symptoms in women can be more subtle, including fatigue, shortness of breath, nausea, or discomfort in the back or jaw.
To not chalk things up to just the aging process, that's a big thing that we hear a lot. I just thought I was getting older, and so paying attention.
Experts say some people are more susceptible than others, especially those with a family history of heart disease or a history of smoking. While heart disease is not curable, doctors say it is manageable.
Early discussions with your physician about risk and managing your heart health makes a difference in your long-term outcomes.
The American Heart Association offers a free online risk assessment tool that takes into account factors like family history, blood pressure, and cholesterol level, and helps you determine when to start talking to your doctor. Doctors say even if the numbers look good, a family history of cardiac problems is still worth paying attention to. We'll have a link to the free risk assessment on our website, foxbangor.com. Alex Schley reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The time now is 6:17. After the break, the urgent search for Nancy Guthrie is now into its second week. We'll hear more from the family coming up.
Plus, an 8-year-old Patriots fan from Maine is spreading joy through her handmade bracelets. Those stories and more straight ahead on Good Morning Maine.
Brandywine Graphics makes it easy. We are the top source for screen printing, embroidery, branded merchandise, and direct-to-garment printing. With decades of experience, state-of-the-art equipment, and a commitment to excellence, why trust your apparel products with anyone else? And now, Brandywine Graphics can easily launch online stores for your school or organization. Simply design your products from brands like Eddie Bauer, Carhartt, and more. Share the link and we'll do the rest. Like we said, Brandywine Graphics makes it easy. Find out more at brandywinegraphics.com or at our Hamden location.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Come in and visit AMHG Works, Bangor's #1 gift shop, located at 36 Springer Drive in the Rennie's Plaza. We have special gifts for you, your furry companion, and that special someone you are in need of a gift for. It's worth a trip in for unique American-made gifts. Here at AMHG Works, everything is American-made, and we are open 7 days a week for your convenience. American-made home goods. We look forward to seeing you.
An 8-year-old Patriots fan from Lyman has become a legend in the Patriots locker room. Her handmade friendship bracelets are becoming more popular among the players, coaches, and fans.
As Allison LaPierre reports, 8-year-old Riley Tardif dropped off a batch of handmade Super Bowl bracelets for kids at Maine's Barbara Bush Children's Hospital as well.
I like seeing them have a smile on their face.
Riley and her family are Patriots super fans. Their family are season ticket holders and they never miss a game at Gillette. During their last preseason, Riley started hand-making red, white, and blue beaded bracelets and passing them out to players, coaches, cheerleaders, and fans. The bracelets quickly grew in popularity in the locker room.
Just like putting the beads together and string them. It's just fun.
As the season went on, Riley continued to make bracelets for other NFL players. She befriended some Pats players, and her bracelet is now being showcased in the Patriots Hall of Fame.
Patriots are going to the Super Bowl on Sunday.
I can't wait to watch it.
Riley wants to make sure every Patriots fan has a chance to cheer on their favorite team this weekend. So she made a batch of Pats-themed Super Bowl bracelets to give to children at Barbara Bush Children's Hospital.
Not always easy to be here at the hospital, so when you have a token or when you have a gift that is given to you by your friend in the community, it really helps a child and family know that they're being thought of and being sent well wishes.
Riley says it's a way she can spread kindness and joy.
I just like seeing the smiles on their face. Go Pats!
Oh, wow.
Well, Maine health officials say they are hosting a Super Bowl watch party for patients and their families, and they will hand out Riley's Super Bowl handmade bracelets there.
They did that last night.
Yeah.
Very neat. What a beautiful little kid, huh?
Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
Well, now we'll turn things right back over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. Some advisories posted. Gale warnings and cold weather advisories both expiring at 10 a.m. this morning. Also a freezing spray advisory up along the coast in this light blue area there. Meanwhile, as we do move forward with the wave heights, still pretty active. This buoy reporting 4-foot wave heights. But anywhere you see the lighter blues and greens indicating some higher surf at this time. 4 to 12-foot wave heights being indicated with the higher surf farther out towards sea. But meanwhile, on land, it's pretty quiet outside this morning. Hardly any clouds, if any, and we are going to see a lot of sunshine outside today. So meanwhile, while it's active farther out towards sea this morning and even this afternoon, it's going to be a very nice day. So get outside and really enjoy it if you can. We will be watching for active weather moving in later on this week. So Futurecast showing a nice day today, a nice evening tonight, and then for tomorrow, clouds moving in. And by later on tonight and the parts of tomorrow, there's some snow moving in from the west, and that will continue in the parts of your Wednesday and parts of Thursday afternoon before it begins to back off. So mainly Wednesday, but early Thursday as well. But once we get towards parts of Wednesday, we're going to get this out of here. So here's what we're looking at in the prime time. So again, mainly a 2 to 4 inch snowfall, locally up to 5 inches as well. But then we're really going to get this out of here and then we'll be about done. Average high temperature is 30 degrees. Gradual warm up on the way, low 20s today, low 30s for your Tuesday, low to mid 30s coming up, low 30s again Friday, then a gradual warm up too with middle to upper 30s as we head towards the weekend. So lower 20s coming up, mostly sunny and breezy, northwest wind at about 25 miles per hour. Okay, 3 degrees, mostly clear and breezy with that northwest wind at about 20 miles per hour. Moving forward again for tomorrow, low 30s, partly cloudy with a light and variable wind. Alrighty, let's check out your extended forecast. So as we move forward, so Tuesday night and the Wednesday, that's when the snow gets going. Some lingering in the Wednesday night and the early Thursday morning. Thursday itself, we're looking pretty good. Notice those temperatures in the lower to middle 30s. For your Friday, not looking too bad either. Partly cloudy, temperatures in the lower 30s.
Love is in the air, and ABC7 and Fox 22 want you to share in the love with a special Valentine's Day promotion. Register to win prizes from some great local businesses. Our special Valentine's Day promotion is brought to you by Roca Azul Mexican Restaurant Bangor, Top Notch Detailing Herman, and Luigi and Frederick's Florist in Bangor. All you have to do is go to our contest page on foxbangor.com and register to win.
Don't cry, don't whine. Get yours where I got mine. At BB's Tattoo Company, 262 Moosehead Trail, Newport.
This President's Day, you can wait for a sale price. Or you can get the best price every day at Bob's.
And more of what you love.
More storage and more power.
More comfort and more choices.
Even more years on that precious mattress warranty.
All for hundreds less than the competition.
I cannot tell a lie.
Bob's is the obvious choice.
When you find the better choice, there's only one thing to say.
Oh, my Bob! Bob's Discount Furniture.
Looking for a trailer from a local, knowledgeable company? Adams Trailer Sales, Chelsea, has you covered. Sports trailers, contractor trailers, inlines, cargo and utility trailers, steel or aluminum. Official partners of Mainly Docks, X-Gen Trailers, Durable Trailers, Cam Superline, Spartan, and North Force, near the intersection of Windsor Road and Route 17 Chelsea, or adamstrailerme.com.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Well, now to the ongoing search for Nancy Guthrie. We're now entering the 9th day since the 84-year-old mother of Savannah Guthrie was last seen.
As investigators try to find any suspect in her apparent abduction, her children have made another appeal to her kidnappers. Here's ABC's Allison Cossack.
This morning, the urgent search for Nancy Guthrie is into its second week. On Sunday, investigators returned to her home from where they say she was taken against her will more than a week ago. In a video posted over the weekend, daughter Savannah Guthrie told potential captors she and her siblings are willing to pay for their mother's return.
We received your message, and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
Law enforcement sources told ABC News she was referring to a message sent Friday to a Tucson television station. The FBI and Pima County Sheriff's Department said they were analyzing it, but have not determined its authenticity.
I think what they're trying to do is gently push the abductors to finish this deal.
The FBI has not said whether any of the messages from the supposed kidnappers are credible, but they are taking them seriously. An earlier message made demands for Bitcoin and established 2 deadlines, one last week and another deadline today. Over the weekend, investigators were also spotted at the nearby home of Savannah's sister Annie. Earlier, they examined cameras on the roof of Nancy's house and knocked on the doors of her neighbors. The Sheriff's Department says this remains an active and ongoing investigation. Detectives and agents continue to conduct follow-up at multiple locations. But after a full week of searching, they still have not identified any suspects, persons of interest, or vehicles connected to this case.
Amen, amen.
During a weekend service streamed on Facebook, parishioners at Nancy Guthrie's church who first noticed her absence said prayers for her safe return.
We pray for Nancy's rescue and her release. Bring her home safely.
The FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for information that could lead to the recovery of Nancy Guthrie and or an arrest and conviction in her abduction. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
Now to the state of the U.S. economy. President Trump accepting ownership of the current economy, saying he's, quote, very proud of it. It comes as a new poll shows only a small number of people approve of the job he's doing.
ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington with the details.
This morning, President Trump accepting ownership of the current state of the U.S. economy.
I'm very proud of it. And I think 26 is even going to be better. You know, we have hundreds of billions of dollars pouring into our country, actually trillions.
However, the president refused to acknowledge prices are high on many everyday items, including groceries, natural gas, and the cost of coffee.
Well, they've already come down. I think you've seen, Tom, when I took over, eggs, poultry, all these things were through the roof.
Recent polls show that a majority of Americans are not happy with the president's handling of the economy, with just 36% saying they approve of the job he's done. But Trump insisting his economic policies are working. Businesses dealing with Trump's tariffs tell a different story. Consumers will see a direct impact on the cost of flowers, which will be more expensive this Valentine's Day.
So the overall tariffs on flowers from our major countries anywhere from 10 to 25%. This adds significant dollars to the bouquets that are coming in. Every consumer is going to have to face additional costs.
On Capitol Hill, there are growing bipartisan calls for a member of the president's economic team to resign. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick under new pressure because of his ties to Jeffrey Epstein. The latest batch of Epstein files released show Lutnick planning meetings with Epstein, including one on Epstein's private island. And in a statement, a Commerce Department representative said Mr. Lutnick and his wife met Mr. Epstein in 2005 and had very limited interactions with him over the ensuing years. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
To the Olympics now, and they say there's no I in team, but there's 4 in Ilya Malinin. Is that how you pronounce it?
That is, yep.
All right, the 21-year-old nicknamed the Quad God, leading the U.S. to gold in team figure skating with a thrilling finish that came down to the final skate.
The Americans also earning gold in women's downhill. That event, though, ending in tragedy for Lindsey Vonn, who crashed days after tearing her ACL. ABC's Allison Cossack is also tracking the games.
A nail-biting finish in team figure skating, down to the final skate between Ilya Malinin and Japan's Shun Sato, with the U.S. eking out the victory. Gold and silver decided by the thinnest of margins. 1 point. Italy earned bronze. The Americans later reflecting on their big win.
It's an amazing experience to stand out there and hear your national anthem played anytime, and to have it be on Olympic ice.
Chalk and Bates skate again in ice dancing on Monday, Ilya Malinin in the men's singles Tuesday. It was the second gold medal for the Americans. The first was by Breezy Johnson in the women's downhill. But teammate Lindsey Vonn, who tore her ACL more than a week ago, suffering a heartbreaking crash moments into her run after clipping a gate. Vonn airlifted to a hospital where she underwent surgery for a fractured leg. Her teammate Johnson offering support.
The careers, I think obviously, my heart aches for her, and it's a tough road and it's a tough sport.
Just weeks before the 2022 Beijing Olympics, Johnson crashed in a training run at Cortina and was forced to miss the games. She's only the second American woman in alpine skiing history to win a gold medal in the downhill. The first was Lindsey Vonn in 2010. Also making history, American curlers Corey Teese and Corey Dropkin with a win over Sweden to advance to the mixed doubles curling semifinals. Another milestone, Austria's Benjamin Karl became the oldest individual gold medalist in Winter Olympic history. That same event featuring a photo finish for the bronze medal. Bulgaria's Tervel Zamfarov edging out Slovenia's Tim Masnak by a fingernail. Allison Cossack, ABC News, New York.
Coming up on the second half of the newscast, members of a UMaine fraternity spent their weekend giving back to the community.
We'll hear from them coming up on Good Morning Maine.
The biggest game of the year, the biggest name on YouTube, the beastiest morning ever. So why will Mr. Beast be live on GMA the morning after the Super Bowl? Hold on, America, for this morning, only on
Good Morning America.
Keep your next building project on track when you plan ahead with help from Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center specialists offer professional plans with customizable 3D renderings available to bring your project to life. Once your design is finalized and approved, you'll receive a full materials list. And when you buy all your materials from them, Hammond will refund your design fees. Get your building project off to the right start when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
In Minneapolis, innocent citizens gunned down. Here in Maine, ICE agents detaining local law enforcement. And Susan Collins is giving ICE even more power. As head of the committee that controls spending, Collins wrote the bill to increase ICE funding with no restrictions, no restraints, letting masked agents enter homes without warrants, raid churches and classrooms. Tell Susan Collins to stop towing the party line and start holding ICE accountable.
In the great green woods, there was a fishing line and a red lobster buoy, the sun over the pine. And there were 3 little moose sitting on chairs, and 2 big boots, and a pair of bears, and a little toy boat, and a bowl full of blueberries, and a quiet old loon who was whispering, "Hush, good morning, stars. Good morning, air. Good morning, Maine, everywhere. Good morning, Maine. Good morning, sun. Good morning, the light in everyone. Good morning, Maine. Local news, weekdays at 7 a.m.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Monday, February 9th, 2026, and it is also National Pizza Day.
People have been enjoying flatbreads with toppings for thousands of years, but they didn't catch on in America until the 1940s when Italian immigrants began replicating their flatbreads in New York and in other U.S. cities. They quickly became a hit, and now Americans eat about 3 billion pizzas annually, which breaks down to about 46 slices per person each year.
Only 46? I know some people who are pizza nuts, and
Really?
their numbers are way up too.
Yeah,
So,
that's interesting.
yeah, pizza is a great thing anytime.
Oh, it
You
is,
ever-
of
What's your
course.
favorite pizza?
I like pepperoni, controversial mushroom. I know people
Me too.
don't like that,
Yeah.
but I like mushroom, sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them all too. My
Yeah.
favorite, though, my go-to is pepperoni mushroom.
Yeah, me
You
too.
know, good stuff.
Very good.
And I'll take a nice pizza from a pizzeria, a frozen pizza, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know,
A frozen pizza can be good here and
some
there.
of them are really good,
Yeah.
especially after you doctor them up a little bit
Yes,
with your own stuff. So,
absolutely.
happy Pizza Day, everyone. All right, it's time for some history. It was on this day back in 1894. The Hershey's Chocolate Company was founded by M.S. Hershey. In 1942, on this date, Congress imposed daylight savings time for the entire country during World War II as a way to conserve fuel and resources. It was repealed in 1945. 1943, the Battle of Guadalcanal ended in the Southwest Pacific with an American victory over Japanese forces. And in 1960, the heir to the Coors Brewery was kidnapped while driving to work. The kidnapper demanded a ransom, and the FBI launched one of the biggest manhunts ever. Despite the effort, Adolph Coors was later found shot to death at a dump in Colorado, and Joe Corbett, an escaped convict, was arrested for his murder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never heard of that one. And in 1964, the Beatles made their first live television appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show. They played 5 songs for a crowd of screaming teenagers in the audience and another 70 million viewers across the country. In 1986, Halley's Comet made its closest pass by Earth since 1910. It orbits the Earth every 75 years and is the only comet that is visible twice in a human lifetime. The comet's next appearance won't be until 2061.
You have to wait around a while.
Yes.
I remember covering stories about that
It's so cool.
when it happened.
Yeah, and in 2021, Donald Trump's second impeachment trial began for inciting insurrection. However, it ended with his acquittal.
For birthdays today, they include actor Tom Hiddleston, who is 45 years old today. A lot of people will know him as Loki in the Marvel movies. Actress Rose Leslie from Game of Thrones is 39, and the great singer Carole King is 84 years old today. Happy birthday to them and to you also if your birthday is today. Interesting read. Look up Carole King sometime and look at the number of songs she wrote.
Really?
The list just goes on and on and on.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We'll turn things right back over to meteorologist Stephen Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. On this Monday, we have some advisories posted. This right here is a gale warning up until 10 a.m. this morning along the coast. We also have a freezing spray advisory up. That's that little blue color right there. And also cold weather advisories that will drop later on this morning as well. Meanwhile, it's pretty quiet outside this morning. Not a whole lot going on. A little bit of cloud cover off the coast. And otherwise, that's about it as we do zoom things out at the moment. Most of the Northeast looking pretty quiet. So overall, a pretty nice day on the way with lots of sunshine. So definitely make sure to keep the sunglasses handy. You'll definitely want those today with lots of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, and that's about it. We'll be mostly clear tonight, today, and also tonight we'll have some gusty winds that we'll need to keep an eye and ear out on, I guess you could say. But lower 20s today, mostly sunny and breezy with that northwest wind at around 25 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 3 degrees, mostly clear and breezy with that northwest wind at about 20 miles per hour. And then for tomorrow, 30 degrees, partly cloudy with a light and variable wind. Your hourly forecast moving forward, lots of sunshine today with temperatures warming up into the 20s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
Thank you, Devin. We'll wind down from the Super Bowl excitement with a complimentary cup of joe from Starbucks today. Participating Starbucks locations are offering rewards members a free tall brewed hot or iced coffee if you purchase a qualifying beverage. Drink options include a new blend debuting Monday called the Starbucks 1971 Roast, which is named after the year the chain opened its first location in Seattle.
There you go.
Very cool. Well, still to come here this morning, Jack Webb with sports.
Don't go away.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America's asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all.
Get out there and see the USA. Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all Chevy Silverado 1500 models. Or get $5,350 in total value on this Chevy Silverado.
At the County Federal Credit Union, we value the trust our members place in us to act in their best interest. Whether it's providing low rates on consumer loans or raising money to end hunger, we work hard to serve our members and the communities in which they live. We are excited to bring the meaningful and impactful work we do to all Mainers as we continue to grow. Wherever you are in life's journey, count on the county to be your financial partner.
Davis Brothers Furniture is expanding. At Davis Brothers, we've always strived to stand out from the rest, and we are now proud to offer flooring for your home, featuring both carpeting and luxury vinyl flooring. We even have an installer in-house with over 30 years of experience. Come see the reason people have been traveling from all over the state and beyond to Davis Brothers Furniture in Guilford for decades. Davis Brothers Furniture, deliberately different, delivering statewide.
Hey, Maine, think you're wicked smart? Well, put your knowledge to the test with me, Ken Jennings, on Jeopardy! Weeknights at 7:30 on ABC 7.
Welcome back in, folks. We'll kick off our sports block with coverage of the cheerleading state championships held in Augusta on Saturday. Cheerleading squads from Class A, B, and C schools across the state of Maine met at the Augusta Civic Center for states. Each team brought their best routine to the floor in hopes of taking home a state title for their school. Class B kicked things off, and coming out on top of a loaded division was Ellsworth High School, who can now call themselves four-peat champs.
I don't even know how to put it into words. Winning states every single year of my high school cheerleading career is an insane feeling. It's just insane. It's gonna be a riot. Everybody is always so excited for us, and our town is just so supportive, and we really are just a big family.
To win one championship is impressive. To win 4 straight is unprecedented. Senior Whitney Jordan credits her team's success to the amount of work the team puts in every day and the younger athletes for embracing their roles.
I am just so proud of everybody stepping up. We have so many younger athletes that come to practice every day ready to work, and no matter what grade or position you're in, everybody on the team, on the mat, off the mat, it matters. Everybody makes the team.
All right, let's take a look at the final standings from both Class B and Class C. We'll start with Class B. As mentioned, Ellsworth took home the state title, and that marks their 4th straight. Herman came right behind them in 2nd place. Poland rounded up the top 3. Gardner finishes 4th. Madomic Valley, Lawrence, Presque Isle, and Waterville close out the top 8 finishers. And now for a look at Class C. Lisbon-Heborn took home the state title this year in Class C. Holton finished as the runner-up. Mattinacook finishes in 3rd place. Central, Orono, Monmouth, Bucksport, and Winslow close out the top 8. As many of you know, the Bangor Christian girls basketball team is on an absolute heater this season, and they are undefeated and are clearly one of the favorites to win it all in Class D. The Patriots finished the regular season with an 18-0 record, but that doesn't mean that they had it easy. Many of their matchups did come down to the wire, and senior Mary Allen credits the depth of the team to the amount of success that they have had in close games this season.
It's the fact that we're just a true team. Every single person on this team contributes. We all love one another. The chemistry we have is just something I've never experienced in a team. And it's just like you could have anybody have a big night and step up in these games, and we consistently prove that because we just have won in different ways.
As one of the favorites in Class D this year, the Patriots have a fair amount of pressure to perform well in the tournament. But Allen says they know what it takes to win it all, and they are not underestimating any opponent they face in the playoffs.
We have to just stay humble, keep working every single day at practice. Our coach expects that out of us, and we expect it out of ourselves. So just being able to continuously push one another in practice is going to be big going down the stretch of the season for us. But playoffs, we're excited. We don't expect anything different from these type of battles we've had with Allen, just like going into playoffs. We're going to have some tough games, and we just got to persevere and get through it.
All right, folks, the Maine women's basketball team earned a huge conference win over Vermont on Thursday. And on Saturday, they went right back to work with another America East matchup versus Bryant. After trailing by 11 early in the first half, Maine came all the way back and tied it going into the second half. But the Bulldogs came out strong in the third quarter as Azana Campbell drives to the net, fights through the contact, and gets 2 points. Maine's Adriana Smith had 19 points in the first half, and she adds to it here as she's patient. The defense fades away, and she puts up a shot that finds the bottom of the net and puts Maine on top. And then it's Smith again, this time taking it to the hoop, and it's a left-handed hook shot. There's contact, count it, in a foul. She is unstoppable. Bulldogs are trying to fight their way back into this one now. Rose Nelson helps a bit with this layup. But Maine was on fire. Sarah Talon finds Asta Blonfelt, who puts up a sweet reverse layup to extend the lead. And then Smith closes it out with another nice take to the net as the Black Bears go on to win 64-56. Folks, it is almost that time. The Maine State basketball tournament is just a couple days away from tip-off, and you know we got you covered with all the latest stats and scores as the tournament goes on. Prelims start on Tuesday, and then we get right into it on Friday and Saturday as the action gets underway. We'll have Friday Night Fast Break almost every single day for you for the next 2.5 weeks. I know myself, Jack, and Doug are excited, and we hope you are too. And we hope to see you here on Fox 22 starting next Friday. But for right now, that's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
A little winter weather never stopped Old George or Toyota from offering incredible savings to celebrate his birthday on vehicles from the longest-lasting brand at the Toyota Washington's Birthday Savings Event. You could get an all-wheel drive 2025 RAV4 gas or plug-in hybrid model with 4.75 for 72 clearance financing. Plus, get 2 years no-cost maintenance. Come get your savings in honor of Old George at your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Mom, what happens to all the fruits and veggies they don't sell?
They can sell them tomorrow.
Kids ask some big questions.
What if no one buys them tomorrow?
What? I got you. Instead of going to landfills, our produce gets shared with local food pantries. It's our Fresh Rescue program. All of our stores do it.
Okay. Thanks.
Because it matters to care for people and the planet we all share.
Can I donate my Brussels sprouts? No.
Hannaford, all for good.
Welcome back, everyone. Members of a University of Maine fraternity spent their Saturday morning giving back to their community.
Our Callie Warren has the story.
Yeah, and we have like 80 guys in our chapter. We have so many hands, and we really want to make an outward change.
On a typical Saturday morning, UMaine students might be found studying or spending time with friends.
I mean, we brought 15 guys here, and we probably did as much work in 30 minutes as maybe 2 people could do in 2 hours.
But the Brothers of Sigma Phi Epsilon say community service is one of their favorite extracurriculars.
I mean, even as little as an hour on the weekends is such a huge help. I mean, taking the time to come to places like this and helping out because it is really for a great cause, and it's just good to support your community.
The students spent their day at the Welcome to Housing Home Goods Bank in Old Town.
Today we've been moving around different furniture, mattresses, kind of organizing stuff, whatever they need. getting stuff outside if they need it taken care of.
It's a volunteer-run organization providing household essentials, including furniture, linens, medical supplies, and appliances to those in need.
When you're coming out of homelessness and you have nothing, or you're coming out of domestic violence, it's a blessing to be able to see them get a bed, a chair, kitchen table, dishes.
With only a handful of staff and rooms full of donated goods, the team says they appreciate all the help they can get.
I mean, they could have chose some other place to be, but they chose to come here. There's plenty of other places they could have gone to volunteer. They're godsend for coming to help us.
Welcome to Housing is always accepting donations of gently used items, money, and time. The Sigma Phi Epsilon brothers say they hope to volunteer there again soon.
Yeah, we appreciate Sigma Phi coming in today. They were a great help. We really would appreciate more volunteers that have a nice strong back and can move furniture. This is a great place to give back to your community.
In Old Town, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Yeah, good for them.
Yes, absolutely.
Meanwhile, the Bangor Public Library has a rotating display of local art in their 4 galleries. And on Saturday, the community was able to meet the people behind the pieces. The library once again held their Meet the Artist event to welcome creatives from all over the state whose works are currently on display. Staff says they try to have a diverse array of art, and the current lineup includes everything from watercolors to linoleum prints to photography.
You know, making sure we have a good representation of different styles and techniques, people from local area, but also regional, and some people from farther away in the state.
The art displays rotate out every 2 months, meaning these pieces will remain on display for the rest of the winter into early spring. So you have plenty of time to check it out yourself.
Go see it.
Yeah.
Now here's meteorologist Devin Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. Some advisories posted. Gale warnings and cold weather advisories both expiring at 10 a.m. this morning. Also a freezing spray advisory up along the coast in this light blue area there. Meanwhile, as we do move forward with the wave heights, still pretty active. This buoy reporting 4-foot wave heights. But anywhere you see the lighter blues and greens indicating some higher surf at this time. 4 to 12-foot wave heights being indicated with the higher surf farther out towards sea. But meanwhile, on land, it's pretty quiet outside this morning. Hardly any clouds, if any, and we are going to see a lot of sunshine outside today. So meanwhile, while it's active farther out towards sea this morning and even this afternoon, it's going to be a very nice day. So get outside and really enjoy it if you can. We will be watching for active weather moving in later on this week. So Futurecast showing a nice day today, a nice evening tonight, and then for tomorrow, clouds moving in. And by later on tonight and the parts of tomorrow, there's some snow moving in from the west, and that will continue in the parts of your Wednesday and parts of Thursday afternoon before it begins to back off. So mainly Wednesday, but early Thursday as well. But once we get towards parts of Wednesday, we're going to get this out of here. So here's what we're looking at in the prime time. So again, mainly a 2 to 4 inch snowfall, locally up to 5 inches as well. But then we're really going to get this out of here and we'll be about done. Average high temperature is 30 degrees. Gradual warm up on the way, low 20s today, low 30s for your Tuesday, low to mid 30s coming up, low 30s again Friday, then a gradual warm up too with middle to upper 30s as we head towards the weekend. So lower 20s coming up, mostly sunny and breezy, northwest wind at about 25 miles per hour. Okay, 3 degrees, mostly clear and breezy with that northwest wind at about 20 miles per hour. Moving forward again for tomorrow, low 30s, partly cloudy with a light and variable wind. Alrighty, let's check out your extended forecast. So as we move forward, so Tuesday night into Wednesday, that's when the snow gets going. Some lingering into Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. Thursday itself, we're looking pretty good. Notice those temperatures in the lower to middle 30s. For your Friday, not looking too bad either. Partly cloudy, temperatures in the lower 30s.
Are you experiencing foot pain? Comfort Shoes & More has a team of experts trained in podorthics to help you find relief. They offer tailored fittings, shoe modifications, customized orthotics, and much more for the ordinary or the hard-to-fit foot. Discover the latest in functional and fashionable footwear for men and women from today's top brands: Hoka, Brooks, Keen, Merrell, and Ariat. From running to walking, casual or dress, they have it all. Take the drive to Newport for a sit-and fit to find your perfect fit. You and your feet will be glad you did.
Don't cry, don't whine. Get yours where I got mine. At BB's Tattoo Company, 262 Moosehead Trail, Newport.
Love is in the air, and ABC7 and Fox 22 want you to share in the love with a special Valentine's Day promotion. Register to win prizes from some great local businesses. Our special Valentine's Day promotion is brought to you by Blazing Trails in Lincoln, Diversified Inc. in Bangor, and Bennett's Gems and Jewelry, Belfast. All you have to do is go to our contest page on foxbangor.com and register to win.
Happy Valentine's Day?
That depends on your definition of happy.
Someone who's doing a little Valentine's Day fire starting.
I cannot find the perfect Valentine's Day gift I bought for Tim.
You are gonna love what I got you.
Judge Judy never misses a beat.
This is my playpen.
I get that, Your Honor.
Perfect. Am I doing all right?
Excellent.
Judge Judy.
Weeknights at 5 on ABC7.
On your way to and from your Super Bowl celebrations, you might have seen some reminders to have responsible fun during last night's game. The Maine Department of Transportation reminded folks to stay safe out on the roads, no matter how excited you were for the big game. DOT staff typically try to have some fun highway signs to encourage all drivers to stay safe and sober and distraction-free out on the roads. This round of signage included sentiments, of course, supporting the New England Patriots.
I like when they do that.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah.
I know they do it for a few different holidays
Yeah.
throughout the year, and you know, it's fun as you're driving down the interstate.
Yeah, I think they've actually caught flack before because
Really?
some of them are kind of comical and whatever.
Yes, they are.
But it's like, you know, it does. Like you said, it's kind of fun to read them as you head down the road.
Yeah, and it does actually, you know, with the little bit of humor,
Mhm.
it reminds you, you know, to
Get your attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, all good.
So there's our 2 cents
Yeah.
for what it's worth.
Yeah. Well, that's all the time that we have left for this hour, but you can join us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That's next on Fox 22.
Thanks so much for being there. Pay attention to those signs and have a great day. We're so goofy.